small staff. We have the superintendent and 5 utility workers, and they have to take care of the buildings, the streets, the parks, and the storm drain system, the water system, and the sewer system, among even other things. Every 60 days, every 2 months, they'll be out there having to read the 2,600 meters. And so that is a big chunk investment of their time to go out there and do that. And so one of the advantages of the AMI system is to have that done remotely every 60 days.
Which used to take 3 people, approximately 2 days, to read all our meters. This way, we can save that time from operation-wise every other month, because they all read, they come in.
Like many other cities in California, has had a conservation program back in the mid-'80s when there were droughts. There's been this culture of encouraging water conservation, reducing water waste. Every 3rd service, we added a leak detector. It gives us an early warning system, if you will, for any kind of a leak that crops up in the city's pipes.
It could possibly be a leak that hasn't shown itself, through either the street, dirt, water, seeing water, or anything like that.
What I was really impressed with is that there's algorithms in the Itron software and in the WaterSmart software that will say, hey, that's normal water use, but it'll pick up anything that's abnormal that could potentially be a leak. It's very responsive. If a leak is suspected by the software, it'll identify what the gallons per hour is of the leak, and if we have the customer's email address, they'll send off a template email to that customer the next day. There was a portal that we had before with our every 60-day meter reads, and but the information was one data point every 2 months. So with this technology, we kept that portal, but now the information's more real time. And what we saw was a tremendous increase in the number of customers that signed up for that feature. It's hard to really explain to people what happens when you start using new technology like AMI, because it's a real shift going from a single monitor to a dual monitor on your desktop computer. You're like singing the praises of how did I ever live with one monitor. But with the AMI system, it's like that, because we have 2,600 instruments out there, these water meters. And before, we were blind to them. They were just sitting there, not connected to anything, sitting in the ground, just reading, and we couldn't get information out of them. And now that information just comes to us. And there's just tremendous amount of data out there that we're getting every 5 to 7 minutes. And it empowers us tremendously to analyze it and realize when water is being used. There's just all this leverage we now have on our water demands that we didn't have before. And we can show them the data, which is a huge motivator for people. They can see the reasoning behind it, and it's not just guesswork.